Crusher was an obnoxious
Right,
girl.
because
Oh,
you're-
hey there, everybody. Hey there, hi there, ho there. It's me, Bear the Gen X GM. How you all doing? We're running a bit late because of technical difficulties. And Brian was about to pontificate on something, so I wanted to stop him before he went too far down the rabbit hole. So how y'all doing? Welcome to the show. I see we got KB in the chat, Sergeant Dan, Victor, Chris from the Hilt, Michael Chad.
Michael Chad.
He's a Chad.
He's a Chad.
Seafire and a few others that are showing up. It's good. So we're going to be picking up, guys. It is session 5, part 2 of the Kam'Srit Riddle, which is the second episode of Star Trek Sojourner at this point in time. Why am I seeing commercials? I don't know. Blame fucking YouTube, dude. What do you want? Like, if you haven't figured out how to ad block on YouTube and or pay for premium, that's your problem, not mine. Sorry. King Eric, the greatest of all. Whose is that one? He's got the link on him. Who's he belong to?
Mine. He's on mine.
He's clearly the greatest.
Well, clearly he's the greatest, but who does he belong to? Whose channel is he coming in from?
Your mama.
From mine.
From yours?
Yeah.
One of yours? Okay. Well, there you go. Hi, King Eric. Guys, keep in mind, you can always, for a $5 super chat, give them a reroll or throw the opposite of momentum, which is brain fart. Anyone? Quick. The opposite of
complication?
No.
Threat.
I want to say setback, but I know that's wrong. Threat. Thank you. Threat. You can throw threat against them if you so choose. So that's always fun to be. And before we get started, we'll go around the table and figure out what's going on. Everybody introduce yourselves. We'll start to my computer left, which would be Mr. Novak. Captain Novak, go ahead, sir. Introduce.
I am Captain Gideon Novak, and I have been the captain of the USS Sojourner. I don't know.
There
Do
we
you want
go.
any more information on that?
No, that's fine. And next to you is
Lieutenant Veritral, Chief of Security and Tactical.
excellent, and he happens to be an unjoined trill. By the way.
Unjoined Trill, yes. One day
Beneath him, but certainly not a lower deck, we have
Lieutenant Commander Chuck Davison, what I would like to call the banana pudding connoisseur, because apparently I can't get that stupid crap out of the replicators, but I'm working on it. Anyways, chief engineer, folks.
Can you imagine Dex? I can tell because he takes one joke and never lets go of it. He just runs it into the ground.
Yes.
Do you
Yes, I
hate
do.
lower decks?
He loves it. I don't hate it. It's not my favorite track.
Oh,
It's
I'm
a bit
sad.
tiresome, but it got better as it went on. Next to him is, of course, Dr.
Jeb Taylor, Chief Medical Officer on the USS Sojourner. And I have to say, the coffee is fine tonight, sir.
I absolutely love how every time you talk in character, it just makes me happy. It just makes me feel happy. And then last but by no sense least, we have
Nevea, the Vulcan command cadet. If you can't tell by the ears, I am a space elf.
Space Elf. I you don't know. But anyway, there we go. So good stuff. Welcome to the game, guys. We're going to skip a recap and instead have a Captain's Log supplemental. So that's going to be what we're going to have next.
It's like
Wes's channel. Who's Wes? What are we talking? Hang on. There's somebody in the chat.
Eric is just mentioning. Yeah, he came over from DM Tales, Wes Allen's channel.
I've been to DM Tales. I've seen his stuff.
Okay.
I don't know him, but I've seen his stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm subscribed to him. I think. Anyway. All right. Take it away, Captain Novak, with our Captain's Log supplemental, please.
Captain's Log Supplemental. The Sojourner was rerouted to the Aram Ordani system to extract rogue archaeologists who violated Starfleet General Order 31 on Centria, the 5th planet. Attempts to discreetly collect Dr. Emeril Pasternak and his band of renegade associates proved unsuccessful. Regrettably, the winged inhabitants, the Kam'Srit, became aware of our endeavors following a challenging encounter between our away team and a sizable armored subterranean insect horde. Displeased with our presence. Displeased with our presence, Ventral, the spokesperson for the Kam'Srit, and his elders demanded an explanation for breaching the established agreement. An agreement that forbade outsiders from visiting otherwise interfering with their planet for 3 generations. They also presented us with a captor, John McGuffey, a laborer suspected to be part of the infringing party, to face trial by combat. Leveraging my familiarity with the Kam'Srit, I engaged in negotiations to secure the release of all fugitives for trial within Federation jurisdiction, provided we successfully extract them. We are currently being flown, most uncomfortably by Talon, to a large ziggurat, where the remainder of the invaders have been contained.
Excellent. Throw 2 momentum in the pool for that, Cody. And just one minor correction. The Kam'Srit are the ancient race that leave archaeological ruins all over the place that Dr. Pasternak's obsessed with. The bird people are the Centrians. But otherwise, very good.
Oh, the Centrians.
Very good. Very good. Very impressive. So we pick up with that as you guys are flying across the open desert of Centria, and you see the dunes flying beneath you, the air hot and almost you can taste the air. It's so hot. And way off in the distance, you can see the dark clouds of that mad, big storm that was heading your way. Again, Nevia, your Vulcan mind is detecting the storm. It's feeling it right on the fringe or the edge of it, basically pushing slowly on your psychic lobe. So much so that at this point in time, you're going to have complication until the storm resolves itself or you find a way to fix it. Brian, change your name, man. Come on. What's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you,
Sorry,
Brian?
I forgot.
Jeez, Brian. Where's the costume? Can't do anything else. I swear to God. Listen, I got other people who want to play this game. I should just kick you out. No, I'll keep you. You're the best. All right.
Look,
Anyway, you're playing an NPC tonight. You be quiet. You have no lines. You're just there to die at the hands of a monster. That's all your job.
but I'm wearing yellow.
That's all you're supposed to do at some point in time. So you're feeling that on your mind, and it's now become a distraction to you, Nivea, in that it's going to cause you to constantly have a complication until you find either, like I said, the storm passes or you find a resolution for it. Brian, can you mute the mess hall, please?
Sorry.
That's okay. And as you guys are now approaching over the sand dunes, you see it basically, they fly up over a massive dune, and you see basically what looks like a basin laid out in front of you. There's stone clearly coming up, and it's a flat, but it's not like naturally flat. It looks like it was shaved by something tremendously powerful. And in the middle of it is this giant ziggurat that is just sticking out of the desert. And then there's like ruins all around it. And then you can see the remnants of another base camp outside. There are also about another dozen Centrians who are basically flying around as if they're keeping the area patrolled and what have you, as they bring you down and they land you on the sand in front of it. And Ventral looks at you and through the universe. And by the way, last time I had mentioned that you didn't bring a universal translator, and so everybody said, it's in the comm badge, it's in the comm badge. Yes, on the ship, it's in the comm badge where it has access to the computer core. When you're off the ship, bring one with you. Anyway, and he sort of trills and chirps at you, and the thing says, "They are within the temple now. Remove them. It is forbidden to enter." I'd like everybody to start making some look around and noticing type rolls. So we will call that for the captain. It would be insight plus command. For Trowel, it will be insight plus security. For Taylor, it will be insight plus medicine. And for Nevia, it will be insight plus, I'm going to say science and leave it at science. Everybody needs only one success, except Nevia, he needs two because she has a complication from the psychic storm pushing down upon her.
I have investigation as a focus. Does that count?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
I got 2 failures.
2 failures. So your head is just now throbbing as you just can't even see straight at this moment in time. You're just like, there's nothing going on. You can't handle this.
Good thing I have composure.
Yeah,
Like,
good thing.
One success, barely.
All right.
What did you want me to roll, Bear?
You're an NPC, so I don't care if you roll, but you can use insight and security, sir, for the NPC you're using.
2 successes.
2 successes. You only needed 1. What would you like to do with the extra one? More information or throw it into the momentum pool?
What's our momentum pool currently at? 4. More information.
Okay. Cody, how'd you roll?
I got 1 success
And what's that hesitation?
and 1 critical failure.
Oh, so you got no fucking successes, is what you're saying. So you are now distracted by Navia, who clearly looks like she's in pain. And since we've already established that the doctor has a paternally soft spot for her in the previous episode, you feel concerned perhaps for her, but it's distracting you from what's going on. Chuck, as Emran, or whatever his name was, Maran.
Right. I've got a focus of squad tactics. Would that help in this case? No. Okay. Then I have 2 successes.
2 successes. What do you want to do with them? Momentum or more information? Because you only needed 1.
Let's go more information.
Okay. So basically, for everyone who got their success, you can see that there was clearly some sort of battle here. That's for sure. There is a stain on the lower steps of the ziggurat, which is clearly a dried blood stain of some kind. For those of you who got 2 successes, you notice, Hiroshima shadow. When I say a Hiroshima shadow, what I'm talking about? Well, for those of you who got 2 successes, you can see a Hiroshima shadow on one of the brickwork walls of a Centurion.
I don't know what that is.
So it's when basically a flash, when a nuclear weapon goes off in our world, then there's that first flash near ground zero. In Hiroshima, it imprinted the shadows of the people in the line onto the concrete. So we have these outlines of the people in Hiroshima that are the last moment of their existence. We have something very similar to that here, the Centurion shadow on the brickwork of one of the walls.
Centurion.
For the security guy who got the extra one, there's only 2 types of weapon that can do that. Klingon disruptors and Orion pulse rifles.
Captain, I think we're dealing with either either Klingon or Orion tech. Clearly, actually, considering who we're dealing with, they probably got it off the black market, would be my guess.
What's your character's name again?
Moran.
What is his position?
He's a lieutenant. He's an incident security.
Ensign.
Yeah. Security minion.
Yes, Ensign, I'm aware. Thank you.
I'll pop out the tricorder and scan the Hiroshima shadow and see if I can't get an energy signature to narrow down the type of weapon.
I'm going to call that one insight plus security. 2 successes because it is a vaporized shadow essentially, right?
Yep.
Did Bunny fall off into the abyss? Did we lose her for a reason?
No, I'm having camera troubles right now, so I'm just dealing with that.
So I got a 3, which is, I guess, a critical success, and I got, if we're counting my investigation, and I got a 19, which is just a failure.
So 2 successes, which is what you needed. This is less than a week old, and it is clearly pulse energy.
Pulse energy, does that signify
the Orion?
Romulan? It signifies the Orion. All right, I pass that on. Pass it on to the captain.
Role play, bitch.
Captain. On. Yes, indeed, it is. It seems to be a pulse energy from Orion.
Are they still with us, or did they leave already?
No, they're circling, and Ventral is in front of you, and he goes, he speaks through the translator. She was my life mate. She is now gone.
I visually look downtrodden and say, I am so sorry for your loss. Can you tell us what happened?
They attacked. We fought. The blood on the step was the one that we wounded.
Did they leave?
They are inside the temple. They sealed the door behind them. We have made sure they do not leave until we could find a way in. But now that you are here, you will find the way in, and you will remove them. Time is running out and the storm approaches.
Can I do a quick scan with my medical tricorder how old the blood is?
2 successes required, and we'll call that one insight plus medicine.
All right. 2 successes.
It's human blood. It's a lot of human blood, but might not be enough to kill someone. But it's certainly a lot of human blood, and it's within the last couple of days. It's degraded severely from the exposure to the environment, but it's definitely human blood.
John McGuffey is still being held by the I forget their names already.
Centrians.
Centrians. Yeah. He's not with us, right?
No, God, no.
No. Okay.
Captain, can they discern color? The Centrians.
You don't know.
I've never asked.
I'm wondering if they've seen any green individuals, or if we all look the same.
Right.
Well, you do know from the trader, the merchant that reported this, that there was an entire human team that went. So you do know that.
Right.
That you know for sure, but who knows what else they could have picked up? You know, who knows?
Now, and the Orions are green skinned, right? So
Some are, some aren't. Some are orange, some are yellow, some are purple. They're a very weird species, the Orions.
okay.
Okay, well,
When the can you tell me how you got them trapped inside the ziggurats?
They entered themselves. Thank you, Michael Chad. They entered themselves and sealed the door behind them using your Federation technology.
Were they trying to escape you, or do they have some other reason to be here?
I am not aware of their minds. They have killed my life mate. They have violated the deal. Remove them.
They are
Or
not.
you and yours will not leave Centria. So it has been decreed. And with that, he just flies away from you, leaving you standing there like,
we will.
we will.
Captain.
I am Kirok.
Captain, if they used our technology to seal the door, perhaps our technology can unlock it.
Yes. Suggestions.
Perhaps Lieutenant Commander Davison might be able to jury rig some sort of a locksmithing tool, to use a crude term.
Do we have contact with the ship?
You have garbage contact with the ship, but you have contact with the ship.
I hit my thing. Chuck, are you there?
Chuck Norris.
Chuck.
Captain, the transmission is absolute garbage, but I'm kind of making out what you're saying. What's up, sir?
We have a problem accessing this door. Can you see if you can help us out? And please, Thrall, provide him any information he might need.
Chuck, they've apparently sealed the door with Federation technology, so our technology. So I'm hoping that maybe we can unlock it from this side, depending on what they used.
Okay, give me just a second. I think I've got a dynamic energy discriminator. That might work. Give me a minute. The problem is, let me. But I've got something else. Give me like 10 minutes, and I'll be down there, and I'll have it with me, and we'll be able to get that door open.
All right, I'll see what I can figure out while you're doing that. I want to take my tricorder and scan the door.
We have a storm coming, so we don't want to wait 10 minutes if we can help it, Chuck.
Yes, Captain, I'm hurrying.
I'll scan the door.
Go, Chuck. Come on. That's what you get for having a Balkan captain, apparently. He's gonna ride your ass. All right, so you're gonna try and scan the entrance.
Yeah,
so the
I'll see
entrance
what
to
I
the
can
ziggurat is
discover.
a set of double doors that are obsidian and clearly engraved with ancient stuff. Like it's like wow, wow, wee, wow. For you, Jeb, as you're sort of glancing at it, you remember all the stuff Pasternak used to show you about the Kam'Srit and what they left behind, and this is like finding Atlantis if you're into the Kam'Srit. This is like holy shit, like this is the greatest find ever. For the scan, we're going to need an insight plus science, sir.
Insight plus science. Oh, that's going to be fun. So my insight is 10, my science is 1. Is investigation applicable?
New.
All right. I'm going to borrow some momentum from the pool, if you guys don't mind, and let's see what happens. 2 successes, a 6 and a 5, and then an 18.
All right.
So not a
and what are you scanning for exactly?
I want to see if I can detect on the other side Federation technology, to see what was used to seal the door, and maybe we can undo it.
So there is some sort of magnetic field on the door, closing the door off. So as a result of that, you are unable to scan beyond it.
Okay. Magnetic field. And it's like, Chuck, what might generate a magnetic field?
As Chuck resists the urge to go, magnets?
What device?
Almost
So
got
for
it.
you, from an engineering point of view, that's like saying, what makes things wet, Chuck? What could make something wet? You know,
Well-
like, it's a pretty wide open field.
Okay,
It could be a
let
lot
me
of things.
specify. What can be used to make a magnetic field to seal a door?
No, I like the role playing where we were at, where you don't get to go back and take back your statements. We're going to stick with the original. Is what could make a
Yeah,
magnetic field?
camera's
Come on.
rolling. Troll.
This isn't TV. This is theater, buddy. You screwed up on stage and said the line. The audience is going to know it. All right, keep going.
All right, so if it's that, we're probably dealing with an ambient static energy shell. But you know, I think the dynamic the dynamic energy discriminator should be able to get us something better or get it disabled. Holy
So
crap!
You might want to start making notes of the bullshit you make up.
I know.
Just saying.
Well, then get that device down here on the double.
I'm
We have a
working
sandstorm
on it.
coming.
I'm working on it. I told you, give me 10 minutes and I'll be there.
I approve the urgency at which Tral is kicking your ass.
So while all this is going on, is the cadet actually like in any kind of like pain? Is it
Well, you
debilitating?
can see a little bit of green blood trickling out of her nose, and she's clearly trying to like calm herself, but she's clearly like, I mean, it's a Vulcan. It's hard to tell if they're, it's like a
But
cat.
I have composure.
You know what I mean?
So...
You never know when a cat's sick until it's like the very end. Well, that's kind of how that she is. She's like, the only giveaway is that every now and then, now that you're watching her like a Dr. Hawk, you can see the little And Doodle Squatch just threw us $5 for a threat, and I'm going to use that right away to say the storm is now
Sure.
barreling down on you as you're starting to hear the first lightning strikes on the sand. It's going to be here fast and soon. What's going on, Chuck?
All
That's
right.
okay. Jeb, hang on. Jeb was dealing with the cadet first.
Okay.
Yeah, deal with me.
You're not looking so well, cadet. You mind if I give you a quick scan over there? Before she even gives me permission, I'm like scanning her over and
And I'm just like,
her personal space.
You're canceled, Doctor.
Oh,
All right, give me insight plus medicine, sir.
inside.
And you need 2 successes because of her Vulcan physiology.
2 successes.
So clearly the part of her brain which controls the psionics, which the occipital lobe, is basically inflamed right now.
Okay, I'm going to put one of those nifty things you always see in Star Trek. They put on their heads and try to realign her brainwaves back to.
Do you have Vulcan physiology as a focus?
No, but I have xenobiology.
Okay.
I
All
mean,
right.
you know,
Give me a reason plus medicine before you start doing field surgery on a Vulcan, sir.
does he realize that's what he's doing?
I want him to just know what's going on. Just giving him his thing.
2 successes.
Okay, you can throw 1 into momentum or get more information.
More information.
This is a bad idea.
Okay.
And this is a really bad idea because this is the cortical stimulator is the kind of thing you want to use in a controlled environment as best as possible, not in the middle of an oncoming magnetic storm with a gigantic magnetic field right beside you. It's complicated. It's a $5 worth of complicated, sir. That's what I'm telling you right now.
Fair enough. What would be, is there any way I could at least alleviate her pain and discomfort?
Vulcans are surprisingly resistant to pain medications, and if you were to give her anything to reduce the swelling in her brain, it would possibly also render her nigh useless and become a burden that you'd have to cart around. You're pretty sure she's just going to have to grit her teeth and tough it out.
All right. I just slap her on the back. You're just going to have to tough it out, cadet. We don't have the proper. We don't have the proper
He just
facilities.
slaps me on the back when my
No,
head
I
is
know.
on the land.
Yeah, can you give me a control plus command check there? You only need one success, Navia.
Okay, 1 second. What was it?
Control plus command.
Oh, I'm good.
You're good? You got your success?
I got a success.
So one of the things you know, because you're a Vulcan, is when you guys are in periods of psionic or brain stress, your primitive sides can come out a little bit. And whenever everyone touches you, you actually connect to them. That's why Vulcans don't like being touched.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
Yeah, and he just went up and stuff it out, kid. And you're like, and there's a little part of your brain's like, kill him now, destroy him. And you're like, Vulcan is the beginning of knowledge. Logic is is the beginning of knowledge, not the end. And you sort of maybe run your little thing through your head, whatever you wind up doing, but you control yourself. All right, Brian, Chucky boy, beaming
All
into
right.
this mess.
Yes, exactly. So
3 successes due to the complication on the scene. from
3
mysterious finality.
successes due to the complication on the scene, and how much momentum do we have?
Your mama.
Your mama. Whoa, Vulcans are getting rude.
Hey.
Cody,
Your
How
mother
many-
is a ponderous girl.
how many do we have?
You have 3.
I'm gonna burn one of the
That's
momentum.
actually funny. Okay.
I missed it.
Do you have any focus you can add to this?
Warp field dynamics.
Nope. Control plus engineering. Good luck.
Control plus engineer. I mean, I'm pretty good there, so it's 15. But you said I need 3 successes. All right. I got 1. I didn't get a 20.
You got any values that you could throw some momentum out of and get those 2 successes for free with that momentum point?
Improvised problem solving.
Yeah, I'd allow it.
Okay.
I need one more.
No. With that momentum, he drops the momentum. It's considered a D20. He rolls. He got a 1, 2 successes. Plus the one he had. That's his
Oh,
cool,
I
okay.
see. Right.
Got it. Okay. All right.
So
3 successes.
basically-
Right.
You guys are able to, with a little bit of, and then now you're there. It's hot. It's windy. The sand is kicking up. There's lightning hitting the desert. There's weird bird creatures flying all around, trilling and chirping, making tons of noise. And then there's all of these guys standing there.
Isn't
And
it
I'll take
great,
over
Chuck?
the NPC Andorian now.
All right, so I come in with the dynamic energy discriminator, and so I
Massive
beam down. I've
cigarette.
got
Giant
What?
ziggurat in front of you. Huge ziggurat. Obsidian doors covered in etchings and symbols and what have you. It's pretty impressive.
okay.
And
I've also got a tornado coming in on.
There's the Chuck we know and love. Yeah, I don't care. It doesn't have any electronics. Couldn't care less. Moving on. Got it. No power systems, no care. Got it. All right. Shush your face. What's going on in the chat?
He said Vulcans don't yawn.
Honey, stop paying attention to them. You get distracted, and then you don't know what's going on in the game, dear.
They are our
I'm
loving
the
fans.
one with
We can't ignore them.
ADHD. No.
All right. So what are you doing?
All right. So first off, I'm gonna start setting up the dynamic energy discriminator. See if we can figure out how to take apart the lock or whatever energy field is holding this door closed. And I also take I also bring out this extra suitcase, and give it to Troll and just say, hey, start handing these out. And it's what we talked about earlier.
So inside the case are basically armbands with a Velcro attachment that you would probably put on your upper thing, and there's literally a big red button on them.
Okay. All right. Flip open the case. Toss one to the captain. Toss one to Navia. Toss one to everybody, and then equip myself last.
Well, Conan being Conan goes, and this is what exactly?
Give me a minute, I'll explain it. Let me
Of course.
figure out this door. Jeez,
Yes.
seriously.
Indeed. Humans. All right, check it. What are you doing, buddy?
All right. So, I mean, So I'm setting up the device, trying
Okay,
to.
the device is set up. What are you going to do?
Scan
You're
the
going to try and
door.
break the magnetic seal?
Yeah, let's try and break the seal.
Let's call this control plus engineering, and you need 4 successes.
4 successes. All right. Technical expertise.
Got to focus,
that
you think
work?
applies?
That's what I'm the technical expertise, but I think that only applies if I'm actually on the ship.
Patrick's saying talents.
That's right. That's what it is. That's
Yeah.
what it is. So technical expertise. If I can learn how to spell. Oh, come on. The whole point to PDFs. Oh. Apparently the PDF cannot find Technicolor expertise.
Yeah, that would be hard.
Let's...
Whenever you attempt attacks assisted by the ship's computers or sensors, you may reroll 1d20, which may be the ship's die.
Right, but we're not on the ship, so I don't get to use that.
No, sir.
Chuck, we got a storm coming.
I know.
Wow. You guys aren't even letting the player.
Have you ever used one of these, Troll?
Now I understand
We
why
all
you're
die.
not part of the last crew.
Ouch. Why? Oof.
Savage Trek. Oh my
Ooh.
god.
All right. Then the only other thing I can think of is improvised problem solving.
Oh, hey, there's a good one.
Okay.
What does that do for you? Is that a focus or a talent?
That's a value.
That's a value. So that's, you don't have that. You've spent your determination already.
Oh, right. That's okay. Never mind.
Good luck. Make your roll. There's momentum.
Okay. I need 4 successes. Crap.
Yeah. They're dug in. They're dug in deeper than an Alabama tick.
What about electroplasma power systems on this one?
There you go. Now you're thinking. That gives you your focus. So now if you get low enough roll, you get 2 successes, sir. Good
There we go. All right. So 15, less than 4. Come on. All right. So 16 and 2 5s.
Okay. So less than 4 is not 2 5s.
Nope.
So you got a grand total of how many successes?
2 successes.
2 successes.
And I think we're out of momentum. So
you're kind of trying your hardest, but it's not working, and you can't take another. Like, to take another momentum is the price goes up for each momentum, right? It's not like 1 for 1; it increases. So what are you going to do there, buddy?
Hey, Navia, I know that you are not feeling so great, but
No, you don't. You have no idea about that. You've not been paying attention to her since you got here.
okay.
Bad role playing.
Fine.
Role playing.
Bad role play. Okay. Well, all right, Navia. Hey, you helped me out enough before. Anything you can help me with on this? Because this thing is just fighting me.
If you guys can't open it, we're trying our way, and I get the
Conan starts
people with
bumping
the
up his
phasers.
type 3.
Yep, we get the phasers ready.
We'll introduce you to Klingon archaeology.
I'm gonna look around to see if there's any other possible way to get in. Looking up high, looking out along the sides.
You're not seeing anything. This door is the way in. So, Navia, you're going over to help him? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'll go over to help him, but I'll be grumpy about it.
I'll be grumpy about it.
Wow, grumpy Vulcan. This is what they sound like. I don't want to do
They
this.
sound
Do
like
that.
normal Vulcans.
Right.
I would prefer not to do this, but I am the cadet. So.
Well, that's straight up sassy for a Vulcan. My goodness.
Oh my god. My octaves like
Oh,
just a little tweak.
jeez.
Oof. Okay.
Have you not seen that lovely episode of Lower Decks when they're on the Vulcan ship having the argument amongst all the Vulcans? And they're like, I don't think this is a good idea. I do not care for your tone of voice. Please calm
Yes,
yourself.
that was
Yes.
hilarious.
Genius.
Can I like you? Okay. Do I have to make a roll? If I help?
I'm sorry, what?
Do I have to make a roll when I help? Obviously. when I help him?
No, because you use a different house rule, which is where you help him by adding a die to the pool. But now it's
But that's not
5
enough
because you
dice.
failed one time there, superstar.
What about like? Can I use one of my talents possibly as
Which one?
Untapped potential.
Yeah, I'll let you spend that for a determination to give him 2 successes right out of the gate. That's a good call.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I like that.
And
So you don't get the bonus die from her, but you get 2 successes.
Yay,
Okay.
we win.
And well, but you said we need 5 successes,
So you
right?
need
Never
3
mind.
more.
3 more. All right. And we're out of momentum, so I'm gonna have to give you a threat just to roll an extra dice. You're welcome, Bear.
Just what I wanted for Christmas. Does anybody in the chat want to throw him a $5 momentum because he's in a tight spot?
Momentums.
A $10 momentum.
I've got a
That's
value
like
that's
2.
I've got a
Pretty
value
good.
that is someone always has an answer.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're not making the roll. So that value is awesome as you stand there going, someone always has the answer, but apparently it's not Chuck. All right, good luck. I'm taking that. Delicious.
All right, so we've got 2 successes. Still the electroplasma power system. So
what's your
anything less than
engineering?
a
What's your
4.
engineering?
My engineering is 4.
Wow, you suck at engineering.
Wow,
I mean,
mine is
good work.
3.
Look, Starfleet sent Captain Novak what they had, and
I'm
it was me.
just messing with you, bro. I chose violence today. What do you want?
Clearly,
Chuck, enough chatter. More engineering.
come on.
Our
I
cells
got
fully
2 more
charged,
successes.
Lieutenant.
Unless that's a 15. I can't read that very well. That is a 16. That is not a 15.
Oh, Michael Chad just threw you $5 for a free
Michael!
roll. Thank you, Michael Chad. Add another die to your pool there, Sparky.
He's the man.
Thank you, Michael.
So much delicious threat I have to
Michael,
use against you.
15. There we
Yay,
go.
You got all 3 successes?
Yes.
So you sit there, and like as you're trying to figure it out, you're like, why is it not working? Cadet Nivea just reaches over and very quickly and abruptly, like if a hand movement could be brusque, this would be it. As she just taps a couple of things and realigns the field, and then the door goes and opens as stalish air comes billowing out as the lightning is now hitting near the camp, and you need to move.
All right. I wave in Konam and the security team, and let's secure the inside.
So they move in. Everybody else needs to give me a fitness plus security to get their asses into the temple before they get overwhelmed by the storm outside.
Just 1 success.
Just 1 success.
Do you say everybody or everybody else?
Yeah,
Everybody.
I got my 1 success.
Oh,
Congratulations.
crap. I got a natural 20 and a 4. So that's like
I get some threat. I'm gonna take some threat. And actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you the complication. Is that as you're moving them through and you turn, bringing up the rear like a good security guy would be, make sure everybody's clear, make sure the captain's in. As you turn, you slip on a little bit of the sand and you twist your ankle. You have threat for all physical actions until that's healed.
okay. I don't know.
If you got 2 successes, you only needed 1. You're gonna throw the other one into the momentum, or do you want something extra for it?
I'll throw it into the momentum.
All right, so you got 1 in the momentum pool.
I got 1.
All right, so you're in. So everybody gets in, and just as you do, you look back and you see Ventral hold up his spear as lightning comes down, hits the spear, and then shoots and slams the doors closed behind you.
What?
And it's pitch black.
So
Someone light a torch.
Well, Conan kicks the light on his rifle right away. So does Emran or Moran, and you got some light from them. But your phaser rifles do have lights on them.
I'll turn mine on.
Activate.
All right, so you're standing in basically. Sorry, what was that, Navia?
I said activate phaser light.
All right, so basically, you guys now see what's going on. Doctor, you notice Trowel is limping as he's walking forward.
Yeah,
you guys are in base. Let me set the scene, and then we'll worry about what you're doing. You guys are in basically what would be the entrance or the lobby, I guess, for lack of a better term, of this place. In front of you, there are stairs going down into the darkness. There's echoing all around you. This is a very large place, obviously, and the walls are covered in engravings and what have you. All right, go from there.
Konam, take the Andori, take another and guard the stairs. Make sure nothing comes up.
The sub-commander is here. Hi, Dale.
And yes, Dr. Taylor, I slipped on the sand there. I've twisted my ankle. Can you do anything for me?
I see that. Hold still for a minute. Let me look at it. I'll take a look at his ankle. Is it?
Okay, so
seriously sprained?
reason plus medicine.
2 successes.
All right, so you can throw one into momentum or use it for more information. What do you want to do?
More information.
Oh, that's clearly a very bad sprain, and so much so that it's now swelling in front of your eyes. It's sort of just going like that.
Is there anything I could do for him, at least to alleviate some of the pain, take down the swelling?
Taking down the swelling would be hard to do, but you could alleviate the pain for sure with a shot of hydrocortisone or something.
Will it
space Advil?
Right. That won't impair any of his functions or anything.
Well, as long as he's not allergic.
Well, Lieutenant Trow, I'm going to give you a shot at this. Hopefully this alleviates some of your pain, but I suggest as much as you can, you're still going to have to take it easy on the foot, unfortunately.
Absolutely. Just one quick question. The compound doesn't contain any insect elements, any insect venom, nothing like that?
That's going to be reason medicine.
It's a weird one.
2 successes.
2 successes.
Yeah.
No.
I ask only
Pretty
because
sure it doesn't.
my people are highly allergic to insect venom.
You're pretty sure it doesn't. You're pretty sure. You're muted.
Sure enough to keep the game moving.
I trust you, Doctor. I just wanted to make sure you knew.
Bye, Dan. Take care. Have a good night. Thanks for showing up.
Pretty certain it does. And if you do have any problems with it, that's another problem we'll have to take care of when it happens.
Indeed. All right, do your thing.
All right. I give him the injection.
As much as I want to reach into that threat pool and pull out another complication to make Sean's night even harder, I'm going to let it go. There's no insect venom in it. You're fine. So the pain is gone. You can now move freely on that leg.
All right.
We have removed the complication.
And, just test.
On the other hand, Navia, you're feeling much better now that you're inside the temple.
I was wondering about that. I just didn't want to interrupt you.
All right, so there you are. The scene is set. You've been fixed. What are you guys doing?
Captain?
Yeah, Captain.
Thrall, please secure the area.
Already done.
Well, again, like I said, you're in basically like an entryway, and there are stairs going down in front of you into the deeper temple.
Go down the stairs.
Please lead us.
And then there's
down.
one set of stairs going up to the higher levels.
And what is that? Is that also just darkness up there?
It's just darkness. When you shine up, it's just stairs going up,
shining light. Okay.
Tricorder out. I want to scan for life forms for other humans. And
Give me an insight plus security, and you need 2 successes due to the interference from the very material of this temple.
investigation, yes, no?
Yes.
Okay. Six and 15, both successes.
So with 2 successes, you get enough to know there are definitely life forms from the downstairs, like further down. They're flickery. They're hard to get a lock on because of the interference, but you can definitely detect human life forms down below.
All right, down below, Captain.
Yeah. Proceed.
All right.
So Konam and Emran basically do a flanking down the stairs. Move, hand up, move. That type of thing. And as you all get to the bottom of the stairs, it opens up to a terrace. In front of you is a very large area at this point in time. There is clearly an upper level and a lower level, and the upper level looks like it may have once had flooring or something, but that's obviously long since gone. So now it's just the walls that make up what would have been the walls of these chambers. There are 2 doors that you can go into on the left or the right, and then from what you can see beyond that, there looks like there might be a vast space beyond this section here, but you have to go through this section to get there.
Do another check for life forms.
I start scanning. I check the doors.
Same roll as before.
17 and a 2. So the 2 is well
2
under
successes.
my...
So just as you go, I've got a life form, a guy pops out from one of the doors and fires off an Orion pulsar at you. I don't have my dice handy, so I'll just use the roller on the silly roll 20. Give me a second. And he barely misses. Novak as a plasma, not a plasma, a proton bolt explodes over your head. Clearly an Orion weapon.
Is there any cover?
A little bit. You can go flat, but you're kind of exposed because you're kind of raised up looking down at this area. So they're shooting up at you, so you'd have to pull back to the far wall.
Did they duck back in, or are they? And you just said there was one. Is that person continuing to fire at us, or?
Yeah, that would be way more information than you would get in a second and a half of action.
Okay, then I just duck to the side.
Okay, Chuck.
I'm pulling up the rear. I've got, extra equipment from the stuff that I brought with me. So, I don't know. I don't get in gunfights.
Fair enough. Doc.
Yeah, pull out my phaser and kind of step in front of the cadet in a, guard position.
Action doctor. And cadet, what are you doing?
I was gonna take cover, but I guess I'm taking cover behind his body.
So you two suddenly pose for a Planet Romance sci-fi cover, and that's adorable.
But hold on, I wanted to scope the landscape to see if there was like a path I could take that maybe I can get to where that guy was shooting from, so that I can
it's open. It's a beautiful ambush point because it's wide open. All right, and now the fun times. Trowel, what are you doing?
I call out, Federation, throw down your arms and come out.
Ooh,
while I'm
give me a command plus security.
Setting my gun to stun while I'm doing that. Command plus security. So
when you set yours to stun, you see Conan kind of go, oh.
Do you mean presence? Because command and security are both
Sorry, presence plus security. Thank you. My apologies.
All right. Presence is 10, security is 5, so I need 15s. And I don't know what composure does as a focus offhand, so I don't know if that applies or not. But
it would be composure would be basically you can stay composed in these situations. So I'd allow it because you're projecting an air of authority.
Okay. Yeah, nothing else definitely applies. Okay. I got a natural 1 and an 18.
So that's 2 successes, which is what you needed. As the guy goes, you hear a guy yell back, do you have a doctor with you?
Yes, we do.
So the guy steps out and holds up his gun over us and he goes, we have a wounded person. Please help us.
Captain.
And can we tell who this is that's now that we can see him?
I don't have the list of all the names in front of me because the document's on the map, but it's not Pasternak. It's clearly not his daughter since it's a dude, and it's not the guy named Dallas that you saw the picture of for sure.
Okay, but it's a human?
Definitely a human.
And they shot us with an Orion weapon?
Yeah. Where do you think? You think they buy shit from the Federation Depot? No. They buy it from the Orions, secondhand black market, that kind of beauty.
Got it.
I kind of put up my hands, put my phaser up and say, Captain, with your permission, I would like to check out the situation.
Let's proceed. I step forward as well.
All right,
what seems to be the problem here? I am Dr. Jeb Taylor.
It says you hear a female voice from behind him go, Taylor? I'm going to need you to give me a little control plus medicine to keep control there, Mr. Doctor.
Suddenly a soft filter over the camera.
Not the 60s.
3 successes.
Ooh. Well, you can throw 2 in the momentum because you only needed 1. Or do you want more? I don't know what more I can give you with that, but I'll figure something out if you want it.
No. I'll throw it into the pool.
Navi, I see your cat chooses the same thing my cat chooses.
Violence.
I love you, but I must eat you at all times. Exactly. So you guys get down to the doorway, and the guy's, he lets you walk by. Conan just walks up and takes his pulse rifle away from him, and the guy sort of gives a moment. He just goes, okay. And as you round the corner from there, you see that in these corridors, there's like toppled over statuaries and things like that. And there's the guy you recognize as the man named Dallas, the former Starfleet guy, who's laying on the floor. He's got a huge blood splash all over his clothing. The guy's super pale, sweating. He's clearly lost a lot of blood. And kneeling next to him is Karine Pasternak, who's looking at Taylor shocked. It's like her face is like, and then she's like, Jeb, please, your doctor.
I look at her first, like I'm not even focused on the patient. Look at her first. Kareem, it's been so long. Oh, dear God. Yeah, dear God. I kind of rush over and start scanning over the patient.
Reason plus medicine, please. At least one success.
2 successes.
Okay, do you want extra information or do you want to throw it to momentum?
Extra info.
Okay. Clearly, he's lost a lot of blood. A lot of blood. He's badly wounded and at death's door. That's for sure. But I promised you some extra information on that. And the extra information is that the hand of hers that is holding the hand of his, you can see identical matching gold bands on their fingers.
Da-da-da.
Captain, I suggest we get this man out of here immediately. I'm not sure I could do much more here on the surface. We must get him back to the ship.
Can you stabilize him, and for how long does he have?
Not long. I might could stabilize his condition, but I don't think he will last very long here with what I have.
Yes.
Captain, I'll remind you that there's a storm going on outside. We don't have a shuttle or teleport transporter lock.
Yes, and we've essentially been trapped in here, and I think that was on purpose. So it may be a little while, Doctor. You're going to have to find a way to keep him alive.
I will do my best, sir. I will do my best, but no promises. I'm going to try to stabilize his condition at least for the time being.
Reason plus medicine, and I'm going to need 2 successes to try and stabilize him.
Yeah. So I'm going to use a double whammy here. I'm going to use a focus emergency medical.
Okay, that'll give you the focus benefit.
Okay, and then one of my values is always help others in need, and I'm going to use determination.
All right, so that gives you your 2 successes right out of the gate. Yeah, you can still roll.
I have first aid as a focus if I can help. Or
Hey,
I'm
do you
probably
want
too far
Dirty
away.
Hands engineer getting in there with you?
No. Yeah, Davison, you can just stay where you're at. I've got the situation under control.
All right, Doctor.
2 successes, so I guess a total of 4.
4. You only needed 2. What do you want to do with the extra 2? Momentum or get extra effect?
Extra effect.
For both?
We'll put 1 in the momentum pool and 1 for extra effect.
Extra effect, this man needs an immediate blood transfusion.
Oof.
Now, because you have your thing, you've typed him out and you have his blood type. The only other person on the landing team with the same blood type as him, Dr. Jeb Taylor.
Dun dun dun.
Do I have the required tools to do that here?
Well, between you and the engineer, you might.
I have emergency medicine also.
You do?
No, but
Yes.
the tools, not the
The
skills.
tubing and
Commander
things like
Davison,
that.
quick, I need you over here.
All right, you said you didn't want my dirty
gotta
hands.
do-
What do you need?
We've got to do an emergency blood transfusion right now. I need you to come up with something that I can use.
Here, let me pull in my magic bag. No,
Let me reach into my ass. Hmm?
Not a TARDIS.
While they're figuring that out, I want to have Conan confiscate all weapons from these people, and I want to scan and see if anybody's hiding.
Well, you still don't see Dr. Pasternak anywhere.
So what's the grand total number of people we're
Currently, you have 3, 1 back at the village. The only one missing is Dr. Pasternak.
right?
Green, where's your father at?
He's gone crazy. He's lost his mind. He's deeper into the temple in the garden. He's manic. I don't know.
All right.
Well, that can't be good at all. But then I'll have to wait, at least for me.
Lieutenant
What
Thrall,
you got?
please find the the doctor, right? Find the doctor.
Understood. Conan, you're with me.
So
And get
Conan
the
move
scanner
further
out
in.
and try to start finding him.
we'll get to you guys in a minute because right now we got to do emergency medical. Here's the problem: too many chefs spoil the broth. So you need at least one person to assist you on this, who preferably has basic medical understanding. You need Chuck to jury rig some sort of transfusion unit for you to basically take blood out of your body and put it into that guy's body. And the reason you need someone with basic medical is that they need to be able to oversee the whole thing and make it happen because you're working one-handed.
Will my emergency medicine work for
That
that?
he doesn't know you have emergency medicine, so he
Oh,
needs
right.
to actually communicate his
Oh,
needs.
right.
I'm waiting for Bear to
Yes,
finish.
and now I've told you what you need. Now
Right.
please role play.
Yes.
Does
Okay.
anybody
Okay.
does anybody have any first aid skills?
Yes, I do.
I can help you out, Doc. But give me a minute. I'm digging through the gear
So-
that I've got with
Sure.
me.
Here's what you know: Chuck is needed to make the device.
Yeah, no.
Therefore, the captain's a good choice, Jeb.
Chuck is going to have to do the device, and I'm going to oversee. Let's do this.
All right, I'm going to need your assistance, Captain. Pay attention very carefully. And I explained to him what we're going to have to do, and I explained to Chuck exactly what he's going to have to make. Chuck, are you listening? Are you listening to me? Quit digging in that bag.
I'm already
Pay attention.
working. No, trust me. You want me digging in the bag.
So, with that, we will fade away to Trow and Conan moving up. You guys move further into the temple. Like I said, it's all, formerly roofed chambers and that. Now it's wide open. You eventually step out into what is the largest chamber within the ziggurat, probably the central area.
Mhm.
And there is what would have been once upon a time a garden here for sure. And as you look up,
With them.
you can see a bunch of crystal at the top, which clearly means this is where the light would have come in somehow, but you don't really know that much about it at this point in time. At the far end of the garden, past ancient plants that are long dead and what would have been a water fountain and things like that, you see a wall that is nothing but writing, and the wall just goes up and up and up and up and up and up and up. It's almost to the top. And there's scaffolding up against the wall in one area, and you hear muttering. Non, c'est pas comme ça. Non, c'est pas vrai. Non, on va prendre le temps qu'il y a besoin. Parce que c'est... And you can hear muttering coming from further up the thing. Navia, you're starting to feel a touch of psionic energy here.
I was
It's
like,
not-
touch. Ugh.
It's not malevolent. It's not benevolent. It's almost passive.
I think I'll tap into that.
Okay, so I'm going to need you to give me a control plus command.
Oh, goody.
Is that a sarcastic goodie or a positive
That's a-
goodie?
Oh, I got a 1 and a 2.
Hey, do you have any focus that applies?
Mm.
It's your character, lady.
I would think you do.
I'm looking. Hold on.
Oh, maybe not.
I don't think I mean, any to psionics specifically, or no.
Yeah, that'd be great if you wanted to pay for it, but otherwise, no, I'm not going to be that big a dick to them.
Well, no, I just have cautious command. I don't think I have anything that would tie into this particular.
Do you have any values that would help?
values? Where are my values?
Right here.
No,
No.
I don't think so. Damn. I got 3 successes though.
Well, that's pretty good. Yeah, I know you got nothing. Look at your focuses. Yeah, there's nothing there. This is what you get for not doing your path to Kolinar. So basically, well, it's true. She's got minimal Vulcan basic, what they teach the kids. You know what I mean? She hasn't done any full studying into her psionic potential and like the way Spock did, where Spock got real good at it, right? But did she already use the untapped potential? She did. I think you used that earlier.
Yeah.
You don't even.
I that to be a better engineer than Chuck.
Was that a talent untapped potential, or is it a value? No, what was it? It was a talent, right?
Talent.
Yeah, talent untapped event.
Mm-hmm.
What does that one do? Let me take a quick look. I have the talents right here. Untapped potential.
I think they had other Vulcan things for me to take.
It probably was.
I remember them not being.
I don't see it in the rules I have. Does anybody have the untapped potential in front of them?
Do you have the book?
It says
no, but Patrick says it doesn't work that way.
Doesn't work that way? Okay, well, Patrick says so, then I'm going to believe it because Patrick knows the rules inside and out. And you can imagine how much fun it's going to be having him in the Paradise Station game. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay, so 3 successes. Basically, you sit down and like Taylor style on the floor, and you just sort of let your mind go. And when you reopen your eyes, you are no longer in the room with them. You are now in a fully functional, au courant, like current, not ruined temple. The doors are wide open. You can see the light inside. There's plants, water everywhere. And you can actually see the Kam'Srit people walking around, going through daily activities as basically they're living their lives. What you guys see is her stand up and just start walking off into the temple, deeper and deeper.
Bye.
Where you, Trowel, now, like I said, you've got the scaffolding up above and you've got someone muttering to themselves. Fine, I'll go to page 118. Gee whiz. Oh, wait, I didn't open up the core rulebook. I thought I opened up the core rulebook. I only opened up the stupid quick start rules. That's why I suck. Anyway, so you've got to deal with the whole idea that this guy is ooh, and you are up. So what are you going to do there, Trowel?
All right. Look at Conan.
I appreciate it, Patrick.
Phaser to stun, just in case.
I already did.
I figured as much, but it never hurts to double check. I was tempted to go to kill here. All right, let's. We creep forward, and I want to get a scan of the writing on the wall with the tricorder, sort of visual imprint, just for later report purposes.
Untapped potential is interesting. I just read it, but it's not applicable right now. So what was that, Trow?
We're creeping forward, but I want to use my tricorder to scan the writing on the wall and like get a visual imprint for records for reports.
Sure. Later. That's a no go. That's a no brainer. That's easy to do. Meanwhile, you can going no, Spooky, no, but no, my man, no, and he's manic. He's vacillating between very upset and very controlled. It's up and down, up and down, up and down.
How high up is he?
Insight security, please. You need 1 success to be able to look up and find him, but you're going to have to shine your lights up there, which may cause a reaction.
Yeah. 16 and a 9, 1 success.
So he's about 4 stories up.
All right, you don't want to
and he
shoot him
sees your light. I'm going to blow a thread on that, and he sees your light. As he looks down, he's like, huh! And he brings around his pulse rifle, and he shoots a shot down at you. Give me a second.
Why do they always make it hard?
He hits one of you.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to ask you, do you want to be odd or even, Mr. Man?
I will jump in front of Conan to make sure it's not him.
Okay, so you just want it to be you.
Right.
Okay. So the green blast of energy comes flying down and hits you. Now hang on. You're gonna take stress from this. And this is why I wanted my basic rules open for this, because it gives me a very quick thing on that. I do apologize, guys. This is our first firefight, really. So damage, injury and healing, attacks and damage. Attackers for ranged attack, reduce the damage total rolled by 1 for each point of total resistance. Do you have any resistance, sir?
Okay, so
no, you do not.
Okay,
it comes from armor and/or cover and the like, which you do not.
I have neither. Yes.
So we are just going to go straight to the damage, and it's going to be 3 of those little thingies. Give me a second, because this is an unpleasant weapon.
The stress boxes?
Well, I'm about to tell you how many stress boxes you're about to take, sir.
Right, but that's what I count for damage. Is that what?
Yeah. So hang on just a second. I got a 1, a 4, and a 2, and I got to look at their little conversion chart that explains converting those dice over. Give me a second. Bum, 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 bum. Where is that? Focuses. I remember it being right up here in the front of the rules. I apologize. This is happening like this. I should have been better prepared for this, but I was not. Therefore, it is what it is. Okay, I can't find it really, really quick, so we're going to say you take 4 stress.
Okay.
How many stress do you have left?
Okay, I just took 4. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9.
Oh, wait, hang on. Patrick gave us the result. 1 plus effect. So the effect, there is no, the effect on this, that's better. Thank you, Patrick. So you take 1 stress, my apologies, and you get the effect. I don't know, it doesn't have any effect. It's just a lethal goddamn weapon, so there is no effect on it. So you just take the 1. So
1 stress? Okay,
Yep.
well then, yeah, then I've got a lot.
Yeah.
I've got 11, 12.
I think we're doing it wrong, but I don't care. I don't want to kill you right now.
I've got 12 more, if that's the number. So I have 13 total.
You see Conan basically push you off and then go up to take a shot. You are smart enough to know that if he stuns the guy at this range, that motherfucker's going to fall 4 stories to the pavement.
Right. No, I can't. Don't shoot him! Don't shoot him!
Would you like me to send him a gift?
Kill the lights. We kill
So
our
he turns off the lights.
So
You don't understand. Your minds are too small. You don't comprehend. It is all there. It is more than we can know. We are ants in the cosmic spectrum of it all. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice movement, but the lights are off, so you can't really see what it is. Meanwhile, Navia, you've wandered into the garden. It's beautiful. It's amazing. And there are vines everywhere, and it's beautiful. It's glowing, and there's light coming in from above, people everywhere. And you feel this compulsion to climb these vines that go up the far wall. You can resist, but I'm just saying you feel a compulsion.
I should probably resist that. That doesn't seem like a good idea.
Actually, it's not pitch black in here because there's a bit of light coming in from the crystal, so you guys can actually, after you see the movement, you see it's Navia walking in. But she looks kind of like she's wandering in space. Like, she doesn't look like she's really focused.
what the trill is she doing?
I think I will, I will resist that urge to climb the vines.
All right, I'm going to need you to give me... Sorry, my stuff's being all annoying. There we go. Control plus command, please. You need 1 success.
I got 2 4s, so that's
Okay.
2.
2 successes. Do you want the throw 1 into momentum?
Yes, please.
What's the pool at right now, Jeb?
We are maxed out.
Oh, so 6.
Yep.
There we go.
That's good.
All right, so you're just standing there at this wall that lays out the entire history of the Kam'Srit people. And then you feel a hand on your shoulder. As you turn and look, the Kam'Srit themselves are a weird, golden, almost humanoid sort of... It's hard to describe what they look like. They're not quite insectoid. They're not quite humanoid. They're not quite animal. They're not quite mineral. They're very strange-looking species with elongated heads and a big plate that comes up off the top of their skull and things like that. And there is one of them looking at you with its black set of 4 eyes on each side of its head, and it opens its mouth, and you hear it say, "No." And then you just feel a blast of psychic energy hit you, and I'm going to need you to give me a fitness plus command check, please.
What do I need? I
I'm telling you. I want to know what you got.
Fitness plus command.
got a 4 and a 19.
The
The 19's definitely a failure.
Yeah, the 19 is definitely fair, but the 4 is a success. You feel knowledge enter your mind. It was a no with a K, not with an N. And basically you feel like almost like they're pouring their history into your mind.
That's
And as
cool.
this is happening, the analytical part of your Vulcan brain realizes this is what must have happened to the doctor, and this is what clearly has driven him insane, was knowing this much information. I'm going to need you to give me a control plus command again, but you're going to need 3 successes to keep your faculties about you.
I'm gonna take a momentum. I'm gonna take 2 momentums. Four. Well, so I got 3 successes and a 19.
Sorry, you got what?
3 successes and a 19.
Okay, well, the 19 is just a failure, but you got 3 successes, which what matters is the 20 to worry about.
Almost a 20.
Almost a 20, but not.
I was almost screwed.
So as you sort of get overwhelmed by this, you manage to sort of like find logic within your mind, and you keep yourself focused as all of this information is now downloading to you, and you gain the focus Kam'Srit history from knowing all of this.
Okay.
You now understand and have a greater understanding of the mysteries of the Kam'Srit. You understand the riddle of the Kam'Srit. They destroyed themselves. In their hubris, they reached out to they became a stage 4 civilization and destroyed themselves by taking one step beyond their means and wiped themselves out in a day. And this was their homeworld. Centria was the homeworld of the Kam'Srit people. And that's what you now know, Navia.
Okay.
The rest of you have no fucking clue. Meanwhile, Vrad, you can see he's wobbling up on there, and then when you see her go, and she just stands there looking at the sky, blinking, you hear him go, "No, it's not for you!" And you see him take a step, and he starts to plummet off of this thing towards the ground. What are you doing, Trow?
Son of a bitch. All right, I guess I'm gonna sprint to try to get under him, and it's gonna hurt, but hopefully
from that height he'll kill you.
Yep.
So if you want, you can give me a reason plus security, and we'll see what we can figure out for you.
Okay.
Need 1 success. I'll give you 1 success.
All right, reason plus security. Reason is 10, security is 5, so 15. Seven and a 14. So 2 successes.
So 2 successes. Okay. Do you want momentum? Well, you can't momentum. There's room in the pool. Do you want to throw in the pool, or do you want more information, more option?
More options.
Well, when you were at the academy, there was this guy you used to hang out with and the security team, and he was a big fan of this ancient Earth thing called parkour. And he was constantly into like this thing of running and jumping and leaping off of things and springboarding. And as you're looking at it, as you're there, you realize you could maybe springboard off of this, try and catch him in midair, and then maybe that transporter thing on your arm might help. But
Okay.
it's going to be a hell of a hard move to pull off.
All right. Well, let's do this. Let's quick
I'm
thinking
gonna
trial.
need fitness plus security, and you're going to need 4 successes, my boy.
4 successes. Fitness 8. Security is 5, so that's 13. My focus is I don't think any apply unless you count composure.
Yeah, I'll give you composure because you got to kind of keep your wits about you doing this one. You can't be all like, panicky guy.
Yeah. And I'm just looking at talents. None of these will apply. So, and values, care for the health of self and others around them.
Hang on a second. You're going to use your momentum?
Well, values gives me determination, correct?
Determination, sorry.
So care
Patrick,
for
you know him better than me, and there you go. And I thought you had to go do an 18-year-old party. Go away. All right, sorry, go back. You got 2 successes from the determination.
Okay, let me click that off so I know I've used it. And all right, and so how much momentum we got in the pool?
At 5.
5.
Now, the first momentum, I believe, is 1 for 1, and the second one is 2 for 1, and the third one is 3 for 1. So Bunny just burned 3 because she did 1 and 2. So 3 are gone, so there's only 3 left in the pool.
Yeah.
Right, so it would
Which
take
will give
me
you a
all
maximum of
3 to, well, we might as well. We want to save this guy, so I'll take it all.
So that's it. You got 2 extra dice.
2 extra, so 4 dice, but I already have 2 successes. Is that how it works?
Yes, that is correct.
All right.
So you just need 2 successes off of this roll.
Oh, look at that roll. 5, 2, 1, The 15's a failure. What 3 other successes?
So the one gives you 2 successes, and then the other 2 give you 2 more successes. You want to throw them in the momentum pool, or what do you want to do with them?
I'll put the excess back if we can.
So 2 in the momentum pool as you catch this guy in midair, and you slap the transport ripcord that is on your arm, and Chuck Davison needs to make a roll to make sure his technology works.
Damn you, Chuck!
Yeah. You're muted, Chuck.
Nobody gave me a chance to explain what the thing was.
It was just a water dispenser.
So you're going to have to make me a reason plus engineering. Do you have any focus that applies?
Warp field dynamics.
No.
Man, I come back to that thing a lot.
You really do.
Talent of technical expertise.
Talent? Yeah, have you used your determination yet this game?
I
don't believe you have.
I don't believe I have.
Oh, wait, sorry. With your talent, that's a talent.
That's a talent.
What does that do specifically, that talent? Would you call it technical expertise?
Technical expertise.
Let's look at that one. I should have that one right here. I had that one right here. God damn it. Okay, I've lost everything. I had talents and now they're gone. Give me a second. God damn it.
Whenever you attempt a task assisted by the ship. No, it's the stupid ship's computers or sensors.
Well, you designed it with the ship's computers when you made it, so that counts.
Okay, I'll take it. And so talent gives you a bonus die, or
man, I can't believe you take jury rig. What's wrong with you?
Because I try to stick to protocol and not jury rig stuff as much anymore.
You will never have a reputation as a miracle worker. Okay, so what does it say? Sorry, what does it give you? Technical expertise. What does it give you?
Reroll 1d20.
Okay, so you can get to reroll one of the ones that you're rolling out of your pile.
Okay. So technically I only have 2. How many successes do I need?
2.
2.
And I don't think there's any momentum left in the pool. No, he threw 2 back in, so you can pull 1 momentum out if you need it.
All right, I'll pull 1.
All right. Good luck. Good luck. We're all pulling for you.
9, 8, and 18, but I get a
So you're going to re-roll the 18. 20.
16. But so I've got 2 successes.
Well, that's all I needed was 2. As you grab him and you slap the ripcord, you feel yourself falling and you see the ground coming towards you. And then at the last second, you feel the brace of the transporter beam envelop you. And the next thing you know, you and Dr. Pashanak impact on the transporter platform back on the Sojourner. Trow.
I look at the transporter.
It's what's his name? The weird Polish Scottish guy who's like, well, what is this?
And your armband is smoking.
Yeah, he's literally going.
Get me a medical team, and then
Medical team to transporter room, emergency. So, and we'll cut away from there back to the thing. Bunny, Navia, you feel yourself being sort of shaken, and as you sort of open your eyes and you see yourself back in the real world, there's a very concerned, stern Klingon face in yours.
He's like, he's in my face.
Do you live?
I was whisked away to another place. The Kam'Srits. This used to be the homeworld, the Kam'Srit.
Of course it was. Do you require medical attention? Have you hit your head?
Yeah, no. Almost said yes.
No.
The others. What do you say?
You should join the others.
We should rejoin the others. Do you need a hand standing up?
I straighten my uniform and walk back over to the group.
So you guys come back around to where the medical shit was about to go down. So you get 1 die from Captain Novak for helping you out. Chuck, I need just a reason plus engineering to have reason plus medical to have jury rigged together a transfusion setup, a rig.
All right, so I'm 13.
Can I count as assisting him?
Sure.
Because
Yeah,
I'm talking
extra
through
die.
it. All right, listen here, boy. Let me talk you through this. Stop looking through that bag and pay attention. What you need is we need a fine line. And I start going through all the steps and all the things that he's going to need.
All right. Well, so I've got 2 successes and how many did I need? 1. All right, 2 successes. All right, Doc, I think I've got. All right, I'm calling this the biomimetic containment conduit.
Fine, that'll work just fine. Appreciate it. Davidson.
You throwing that extra momentum in the pool?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Novak, you're lending. Actually, you know what, Doc? I'm going to let Novak roll since you're assisting him.
Right.
All right.
What am I rolling?
This is going to be for you control plus medicine. And you get 1 extra die on the roll from the doctor helping you out.
So the emergency medicine focus just allows me to do this. It doesn't give me
exactly.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, but it means if you get any of the roll that comes under your medicine will count as 2 successes, equal to or under your medicine. 2
Probably
successes.
take momentum.
Well, there you go. If you get a 1, it'll be automatically 2 successes anyway. Good luck. What's your total on this one?
Just don't get 20s.
9.
No.
Okay, and so is there anything else here? Inspiration. No, that wouldn't make any sense. Team dynamics, composure, as a focus.
Well, you're using 1 focus already, and focus does the same thing. It just allows your medicine to be a 2 success thing.
What about values? Do you have any values that are appropriate for this situation?
Everybody wants to buy him a determination. We can happily take that super chat.
The weak need to be protected is the closest I can see for that. So
the weak need to be protected. Well, he's weak. He quit Starfleet. I'll allow that.
Okay.
All right.
So what's my die roll without?
So you spend the determination. You get 2 successes from that.
Okay.
You roll 2 dice normally, and you get 1 die from Dr. Taylor. So you're rolling 3 dice unless you spend momentum.
And how many more successes do we need?
You need 3 total, so you need at least 1 more.
Oh, 1 more. Okay,
But you're rolling against 9.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we got this. Yes, a 3. So we're good. 1 success.
What are the rest of them, though? Okay, you're good. It was close.
13. Yeah,
that was close. All right. So you basically managed to hook it up and start the blood transfusion, Doctor.
This is gross.
This looks like it's working perfectly. Not surprising.
I'm sorry for the
Sorry, go ahead, Doctor.
I'm sorry for the insubordination, Captain, if I'm a little gruff there, but this is an emergency situation. Kareen, don't worry. Your husband will be fine.
Your insubordination was toward Chuck. I'm fine with it.
Chia. Why? You're just like accentuating that even more. Chia.
I just like that he adds a Y to your name every time he says it. Chia.
Chia.
Off in the distance, you hear a plasma bolt. A phaser. Not a phaser. A proton bolt. And then you hear the whine of a transporter seconds later. And then eventually, as you're doing the transfusion, you see Navia and Konam come walking back around the corner. No trowel, no Dr. Pasternak.
What's happened?
Dr. Pasternak fell. Trowel intercepted him in the air, and using this thing, they were beamed out.
Where did they get beamed to?
That would be Commander Davison.
Excuse me, Captain. So that is a transaxionic confinement capacitor, or as I like to call it, a ripcord. Basically, it sends an emergency signal to the transporters on the ship, and it is gonna yank you right out of here. So
he's on the ship. They're both on the ship.
Sir, I've been able to test it on myself. It worked. I felt really sick the first few times that I did it, but I assume he's on the ship. Sorry, I can't be more specific. I figured it would help, but I haven't been able to test it.
It's not inside here. It's
Okay. So how much longer do we have to wait? How long will this transfusion take, Doctor?
I kind of think about it.
30 minutes, you know.
You're gonna have to give me at least half an hour.
Are you going to be able to walk after this?
You're going to be down a full pint by the time this is done, buddy.
I'm probably going to require a little bit of assistance, but I'll be able to get around a little bit.
Okay. Tral is. Oh, you're not here. Turn. Look around.
Konam and Emran and Navia are all there.
Right.
I'm nicely sedated in sickbay now.
Let's look for more life signs. And then I talked to. Is it Dallas that's here? That's awake? Dallas.
No, the guy that's awake is the other guy whose name I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah. Dallas is like getting a transfusion right now.
Okay. Right. Or I guess Karen would be there too.
Karen is there, yes.
Yeah, Karen. So I say, is there anyone else in the temple?
No. What has happened to McGuff?
Oh, he has been captured. We saw him already. We will be bringing him on board once we get out of here. Can you tell me, Corinne, what were you doing here?
Can this not wait till we're back on the ship, sir?
We've got 30 minutes while we wait for the blood transfusion. What else are you going to do?
And in that 30 minutes, I would like to comfort my husband, if that is all right with you, you cold-hearted bastard.
It is not.
I am not in Starfleet, so I do not follow to your orders. And Dr. Taylor, you remember this personality. This was the personality that drew you to her, this fiery French spitfire of a woman who would take no guff and no shit from anyone. And you see that spark of her youth as she's talking to the captain, and it makes you feel warm in your heart.
No use arguing with the captain when she's in these kind of moods.
Well, there's no use in us helping them if they don't talk to us about something. So maybe we should all leave them behind.
This is your Starfleet oaths coming through, huh? I'm so impressed.
I do not advise against it, Captain, but if that's your wishes. But I thought Starfleet's prerogative was to help those in need. And it seems that these people are indeed in need.
You guys don't know me yet. Whatever.
Captain, if you want, I can interrogate her.
That would not be necessary. Thank you.
Oh my God.
I instinctively start reaching towards my phaser.
Cleon just looks at you, the little almost Vulcan level eyebrow, and you get that feeling. He's like, the message is, oh yeah, let's find out. Just that little moment of let's do it. Half an hour later, he's now stable and unconscious, and you've uncloaked your little weird ass jury rig transfusion set, and you're feeling a bit dizzy, but you guys are still stuck in here. Back on the ship, the commander comes to see you in sickbay, Trowel, and she's like, report.
Laugh. Well, I brought Pasternak aboard. The others are still in the ziggurat. There's sketchy connections, and I do believe they had a critically injured man. They were attempting to jury rig a blood transfusion. Konam and I went ahead. I don't know how that turned out.
We cannot scan the site. There's a magnetic storm of considerable energy over top of it. That you got through is a miracle.
Yeah, I think I was in an area where there was less of the ziggurat. There was a crystal ceiling which would let light in, so that's probably how the signal was able to penetrate. But the other group is in a deeper area. But they are safe from the storm. So once the storm passes, you should be able to recollect them.
Well then, rest.
Thank
Good
you,
work.
sir. And yes, I rest. I'm back down with my eyes closed.
All right. So you guys get to sit there for about another 30 minutes in the temple as you can hear the storm howling outside, but slowly getting less and less and less. And then when you become pretty much aware that the sound of the storm has passed, you feel the grip of the transporter as you are beamed up to the Sojourner. Also beamed up with you is also the other human life sign on the planet, which would be McGuff, who she clearly has beamed straight out of the Sindrian village as, yeah, that's nice, he's ours, and taken him back up with you. The doctor, Corinne, and Dallas are ushered down to sickbay at top speed. The rest of you are standing in the transporter room. Conam just takes McGuff by the neck and goes, "Shall I put him in the brig, sir?"
Okay. Yes.
Very good. And he just move, and he shoves the guy out the door, not ungently. Or sorry, not gently. Ungently would be the way he pushes him out, leaving you, Davison, and Navia standing in the transporter room.
The doctor is not here.
He's gone to sickbay. So the doctor, and the doctor, because there are 3 people with doctorates, all are in sickbay now.
Right. Let's go to sickbay.
We are in sickbay.
No, we're
Not yet. You're in the transporter room.
Oh, I thought you said we were in sickbay right now.
Oh my God! How can you be deaf with ears that large?
Heading to sickbay.
All right. So you walk into sickbay, and there is a little feisty Jewish nurse standing in front of you.
What?
Out. You can see them later. Out. All of you, go.
Nurse, it's fine. It's fine.
Doctor, I believe you're a patient of mine right now. Thank you.
I'm perfectly capable of.
Do I have to sedate you, doctor?
That will not be necessary to sedate me. Captain, how can I be of service?
Captain,
I
I will
look
inform
over.
you when they're available for comment and communication. But for now, they need rest, and the ship is your business.
A pint of blood is not necessary for rest for the young
but
and virile
dehydration from exposure to
Taylor.
an arid environment and a hot planet, besides who knows what other things they brought back with them. Plus, we have a man near death, we have a man suffering from mental breakdown, and we have an exhausted Trill. If you don't mind, Captain, I won't come to the bridge and tell you how the ship runs, and you don't come to sickbay and tell me how to do medicine. Sir.
Yes. Cool your heels. Cool your heels. I'll take care of the captain. You take care of the patients. I'll be fine. Don't worry.
Trowel, if the doctor gets out of that bed, please put him back in it immediately. Must I do everything myself? Very well. Anyone dies, your problem, not mine. And she just wanders off to, make sure Trowel's not dying, leaving you guys standing there.
All right. I kind of limp up. Captain, let's take this outside, please. The nurse is quite stressed out and quite busy, as you can see.
Clearly.
Nurse Bethel. Nurse Bethel.
You must forgive her insubordination. She's a little fiery, but she's great at what she does.
The reason that it's so important that I talk to someone is because we should not leave until we know for certain what they were doing or what they might have discovered. I don't want to miss out on something important. So it is imperative that we speak to somebody to understand the story as to why they were there in the first place.
Oh, Navia. Someone has all that knowledge in her head.
Oh, it's funny because I was considering staying at the medical facility to get my head checked out. Considering I was bleeding and inflamed, Captain, I seem to have all the information of the history of I forgot their name because
Kam'Srit.
The Kam'Srit people. Captain.
Just look up at the top of the screen. You'll see episode 2, the Kam'Srit Riddle.
Damn. I'm like trying to find it on my sheet because I wrote it down. Tiny writing and all.
Yes, and how do you have all this information? Is this something that you studied in the academy?
It was gifted to me.
By what? By who?
By the people.
You're not making any sense. How long have the Kam'Srit not been extinct?
While I was in the temple, sir, I went into a meditative state and was whisked away back into the before the before time.
Okay.
And a person there, one of the locals, he came to me, touched me, and said no, and thus I knew.
What is it that you know?
What do I know? Everything?
Well, you know that they were an advanced civilization, that Centria was their home world. They achieved Type 4 Kardashev civilization, but the achievement of Type 4 caused a cascade throughout their entire civilization that basically destroyed them.
Pretend I repeated that back to you, Captain.
Role play.
I can't remember what you said.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So this is
Goldfish twins.
all right. And so this is the reason that Dr. Pasternak came here.
Now, Dr. Taylor, you know that he was obsessed with the Kam'Srit.
I know exactly why Dr. Pasternak came here, but maybe Corrine would like to explain that to you. Corrine, darling, I take her by the hand.
She just looks at you.
I think you should explain to the captain why you and your father have come here, though I know the answer.
Very well, Captain. Between the being known as Trelane, the Metrons, the Organians, the Q continuum, the more time we spend out here in space, the more we find beings that have ascended beyond what we are. Even the Iconians' history, the gateways, things like this we find show us that at one point in time there were vastly more powerful beings in this universe with vast empires, the Kam'Srit being one of them. We know the Kam'Srit destroyed, but we don't know how. Now we do. Perhaps this woman will be able to tell us, or if my father ever achieves his sanity, maybe he will know now. But to know these things allow us to prepare humanity for where we will go and what we will become. Far too many of these superior beings have taken interest in our race. We are, I believe, as my father would say, earmarked for greatness. But almost everything we have seen has shown that that greatness can destroy you. Forewarned, forearmed. The Federation refuses to allow this because many of the worlds that have Kam'Srit are either under Prime Directive or your nonsense General Order 31, preventing the knowledge from being disseminated, learned, studied to save our species. That's what my father was doing.
I appreciate the noble attempts that you are making by violating these protocols. However, these protocols are set up for the now, not for the unknown future. It is with the can't think of the word I want to use. It is by order of the Federation to protect these worlds at great cost. We are not blind to the possibilities of our future. However, we also set these rules up, again, to help those in need or to help preserve the world as it is. It is not your decision to violate those directives. So, unfortunately, we will need to bring you in for a trial.
Of course. But you want me to argue with you a philosophical debate about whose right it is to decide these things? I will wait for the trial and I will present my case there.
Excellent.
In the meantime, I thank you, Captain, for your generous aid.
Yes, thank you so much for the information. We wish you and your husband the best of luck.
Miss Vulcan, I do not know your name, but I would love to sit and talk with you before we get to wherever you're going to put us in a cage.
I look at the captain. Would that be all right, Captain?
Yes, make sure that it's all recorded.
Of course. And I guess we can go somewhere special.
So
Wow.
I also want to have
Vulcan loves slaves. What? Okay, sorry, what was that?
I want to have a quick meeting with Troll. Is he awake or is he out?
Yeah, he's pretending to be asleep. He's not really asleep.
And
he's just trying to do I keep a low profile, lie in the bed. But you're awake. You're listening to all this.
And Taylor,
that wasn't a black tribble. That was a Cation officer walking by. But anyway, go ahead.
Okay. So I haven't had a chance to explain something to the three of you. You do not have
Sorry, who are the three?
Trawl, Taylor, and Navia.
Okay.
Oh, me?
Davison got free.
Yeah. Well, he's not here, so I have not had an opportunity to explain to you that you do not need to lecture me on what is proper Federation protocol. I know it, and I will always uphold it. However, I may use some unusual strategies when it comes to negotiation. And moving forward, it is best if you were to follow along with my strategies and not disagree with me in front of those that I am doing my negotiations with. Is this clear?
Understood, but with respect, sir, it is my position to present you with alternatives and to remind you of protocols. That is literally my duty.
I appreciate that, but if you can remember that other people are listening when you give me that information, if you can find a way to let me know this without ruining the negotiations that we might be in the middle of.
Yes, sir, discretion, absolutely. But I just wanted to remind you that my position will be to remind you of protocols and present you with other options.
I appreciate that.
Even in front of the crew or potential negotiations.
You understand?
Especially where security is concerned.
You understand my concerns, and I guess I will have to go with that for now. Dr. Navia, do you understand?
I understand clearly, sir, but I also understand, as Lieutenant Trout said, we are your commanding staff. And it is our duty to present you with options and alternatives. But it's also our duty to, as a good commander would do, to listen to his commanding officers that have so much experience.
And it would also be very prudent for you to listen to your commanding officer.
And I do, sir. I'm listening to you now.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, I will endeavor to be as discreet as possible, but I will fulfill my role on this ship.
I appreciate that. That is perfect.
However, if there is a more logical course of action, I will not hesitate to point it out to you, Captain.
I have no problem with this if we are the three of us on board the ship and there is no one else listening. Do you understand what I am saying to you?
I understand clearly, sir. Now, if you don't mind, I must go back to sick bay. There are many patients in there that need my care, and Nurse Bethel also needs to take care of my care, if you understand what I'm saying. As you see the doctor like, grab it on the wall like this.
The captain turns around, is dismissed, and walks
So as you
away.
walk back into sick bay, Bethel just looks at you and goes, "See, next time let me kick them out."
It's fine. It's fine. I'm going back to bed. Yes.
Jeb, perhaps we could speak in your office.
Yes.
We are all
This
defiant.
way, please.
I know.
I motioned her to the office, and I.
Sorry, what was that, Bunny? I missed it.
Oh, I said we are all defiant.
Oh yeah. This is the most insubordinate crew ever. You guys make Lee look like a rules follower. It's awesome. Meanwhile, by the way, in engineering, Chuck and Lee are having Mai Tais going, "Well, that went really well. I think it did. Yeah, it's great."
Captain's very happy.
Left down.
Did you see how the ripcord finally worked?
It's a great idea. Anyway, so she takes you into your office and she goes, "First, I want to thank you for saving."
Oh, well, first off, ladies first. Have a seat, please.
No, she sits on your desk. You know,
Well.
she's that kind of fiery.
Right.
Second, I don't know what's going to become of us when your captain turns us over. But maybe I owe you an apology or an explanation. 40 years is a long time to not know what happened, huh?
Oh, the apologies should be mine, Kareem. It was me who left.
And I was to join you, and I left you, and I didn't show up. But come on, it's...
I take her by the hand.
There was no way I could leave my father. You had Starfleet. You had your future. He had me.
And I didn't expect you to, Kareem. I just knew it was the best thing for me. and for us, but I understand family's more important. Family's always more important.
She touches the side of your face gently with her hand, and she says, I sometimes think at night what kind of family you and I might have had. Eh bon, but life has taken us in different directions.
It has indeed, and it seems you have found a fine fellow. What does he do, might I ask?
He was a Starfleet officer, command, and he hates them as much as my father. It's good that he was unconscious for your Captain Novak. I don't think they will get along, these two.
Well, either way, he'll live.
Yes. But again, I am sorry. And she gives you the gentlest of kiss on the cheek and then goes back to her husband, leaving you to sit in your office and think about things. And I think that's where we can say we pull out, we see the credits for the episode, and then find the Sojourner cruising through space. And we will call the session there. Yay! All right, you know what time it is. It's time to send me your votes on Discord for your MVP for the night. And we're going to do the wrap up as we move along.
I don't know who the MVP is right now. I'm thinking 2 people are my MVPs.
I swear to God, I cannot refer to your characters any other than Chuck. Poor Captain Novak, man. Guys trying to keep control, and he's got like this fucking team of Mustangs all trying to break their fucking fence. Waiting on 2.
Do I have to?
Actually, I'm waiting on 3. There we go. Now I'm waiting on 2.
I don't know how to find you. Oh, there you are.
Bear.
I know, but like, there's so many people who message me all the fucking time.
Well, that's the problem with being
Put it in the private chat of the StreamYards.
Oh, that's a
Hang
smart.
on.
No, because then you'll see it.
You're gonna tell us anyway in 2 seconds.
Hang on, Bunny. I'll send you a message. Let me see if I can find
I
it.
got it.
You got it? Okay.
She's trying to not influence the vote, Sean.
Listen,
Yeah,
I have
Sean.
2 people. So 2 people are my MVPs. So I can't.
You can't pick 2. You got to pick 1.
Fine, I picked 1. Shut up.
No, you picked 2. You sent me 2.
Well, the first one.
The first one? Okay. All right. Well, we're going to start with you since it was so dramatic. Who'd you vote for and why?
Okay, fine. I liked Chiuk. I thought he was MVP. I mean, for the bullshit that came out of his mouth when he was techno-babbling, I mean, it's literally genius. So
It's a random generator on the internet.
I don't care. You say it like you thought of it, and you say it like it's a thing, like it's actually a thing, and it's not made up completely.
If you can't dazzle them with brilliance, baffle them with
you totally you're dazzling with your shenanigans there.
Also, Brian, shut the fuck up and take your kudos.
I am.
All right, Bunny, what was your favorite moment?
I don't know.
I don't know. They all suck.
Because there's I guess I kind of like the blood transfusion scene. That was weird. It was just weird. And I liked when Lieutenant Trawl he teleporting jumpy everybody. Not everybody, but
teleportation parkour. I think I've just invented.
Yeah, that was pretty epic. I mean, that's why he was gonna be my other MVP, but I was only allowed 1.
Oh, well. All right. Fair enough. Good stuff. Cody, who'd you vote for and why?
I voted for Chuck Davison because I think he was an excellent engineer this season.
You mean Chuck?
Yeah.
Oh, no, madam. I call him Chuck Davison. Greatest engineer in Starfleet, I must say. No. Brian did a really good job tonight. Even if he was BSing, he BS'd really well. I especially liked how he actually came up with a name for the the transporter device he came up with, which was a really cool name, the Ripcord or whatever.
No, Bear came up with Ripcord. Bear came up with Ripcord.
I didn't know he came up with that. Either way, it was really cool.
Yeah, but he came up with that nonsense terminology for
transaxionic confinement capacitor.
It sounds normal, like you.
You just said the word trans. You're gonna get the whole thing demonetized.
Oh no!
Ding. Somewhere
getting
Mr.
better and
Ivan is going, but anyway. All right. And what was your favorite moment there, Cody?
My favorite moment. I don't ever like to give a favorite. I don't ever like to play up myself, but I really like that end scene with the role playing with me and Kareen.
Okay.
There. Really
Fair.
fun.
Hey, listen, you're allowed to play up yourself. You guys can even vote for yourselves. I don't care.
I would never vote for myself, but
Brian's laughing.
it was a really fun moment.
Teen Wolf, be quiet there, Teen Wolf. I'm talking to Cody right now. All right, so your vote is for Chuck, and your favorite moment was your end scene. Beautiful. All right, Brian, who'd you vote for and why?
I voted for Cody for MVP, and as far as favorite moment,
why did you vote for Cody?
Well, that's actually part of favorite moment because I don't have a specific one, but basically it was Cody all along the way where he's interacting with Kareem, and it just had that feel of original series McCoy, random love interest comes in, and and he's just playing it to the hilt. It was great.
the episode where Taylor's daughter shows up. That's gonna be a fun episode.
That'd be strange.
There you go.
Keep Lee away.
Wow. All right, Sean, who'd you vote for and why?
Chuck for the techno battle, of course. Favorite moment was the very end when Gideon was trying to chastise us, and we're like, we're not having it. It's like, no, I'm doing my job.
It's really funny because poor Gideon's trying to establish control. He's got his XO last session going, are you mad at me for something? He's got a nurse going, get the fuck out of here. What's wrong with you? And then he got the crew going, that's nice. You want us to do that, but we're not going to just follow your orders blindly. Sorry.
Well, it's part of my character's background too, that no, I'm going to challenge a captain.
Ironically, the one guy who would have been like, absolutely, sorry, I completely understand, wasn't there for that speech, which would have been Chuck, who was just like, I don't want to rock the boat ever again.
I went to engineering for a reason.
Too funny. All right, cool. And last but not least, Zane, who'd you vote for and why?
I voted for the doctor. I just, once again, just really enjoy when you just kind of do your thing. Yeah. Oh, it's a role-playing moment. Okay, I'm going to teach you guys how to do the transfusion. And, you just launch right into it. It always feels natural. So I like
Very cool. Very, very cool. What was your
favorite? My favorite moment was calling Chuck Chiuk and how everybody got excited about it.
Oh my God. It's a thing. It's a trope now.
Yeah.
You might as well just add an I between the H and the U in your spelling there.
Why? Come on. This is like Eastern European stuff, baby.
Chicote. Chiuk.
No. If you say Chicote, you got to say it like Katharine Hepburn paralyzed. Chicote. Anyway, well, that was a great guy. That was awesome. We now I got to ask you guys the question: do we want to pick this up in 2 weeks because we're going to be getting really close to the holidays, or do we want to wait for the new year? Now, I don't know what you guys. My life, I have nothing to do for the holidays, so I'm open. But I don't know about you guys. So, do we want to pick this up in 2 weeks, or do we want to wait till after the holidays?
I could do it in 2 weeks.
I'm fine.
I'm good. I mean, that's the 19th. We're still a week out from Christmas.
I don't know.
So.
Some people are weird.
I'm just saying.
I'm good.
No, I'm good.
All right. So we'll pick this up in 2 weeks. Thank you, everybody who watched and hung out tonight. Thanks for the super chats to make things interesting with a little bit of help and a little bit of hindrance. It was really cool. We'll be back in 2 weeks with the next episode of Star Trek Sojourner. In the meantime, if you're watching this on the replay, or if you've already commented, head down below into the chat, into the comments, and tell us who your MVP was, what your favorite moment was. Trust me, they read it and they find it interesting, and we all like the engagement. It helps keep us excited. So until next time, we now know the secret of the Kam'Srit riddle. Peace, love, geek, and we shall see you in 2 weeks. Engage.
I can't do this right.